Formula One, once the exclusive domain of the international jet setters and thrill seekers, is suddenly exploding across the U.S.
And with Miami in the books, Formula One's American takeover is not slowing down. The sport will debut its first ever Vegas street race this November.
The Formula One races are junk.
There's no question Formula One has gained more interest amongst the American public in recent years. Attendance for US Grand Prix continue to increase year by year. Liberty Media has done a terrific job marketing its sport. From its race broadcasts to Drive to Survive, it has had a lot going in its favor. Now in the year 2023, we have a total of 3 US Grand Prix. Whether it's the look of the cars, the superstar status of the drivers, or the overall global appeal, it's really gotten some Americans interested in Formula One. But is it really taking over America like some are claiming? At the end of the day, NASCAR is still king in the States. Going up against the Miami Grand Prix for the second year in a row, the Spring Kansas Cup Series race on FS1 went up against Formula One on ABC and completely shattered them in the ratings and viewership. But without question, what goes in Formula One's favor is the key demographic. That's a consistent trend we continue to see. NASCAR beating Formula One in the overall ratings head-to-head, but losing in the key demo.
Formula One has a unique energy. I have the blessing of covering every sport, and when you come into one of these events, you realize that you're in a part of something special and unique, and that is really growing in the United States of America.
Now all of a sudden, the momentum gained in recent years could begin to stagnate. Both the ratings and viewership are down compared to last year, but the turnouts for the races continue to increase year by year. So what gives with the TV ratings? It's a combination of a lot of factors, so let me go through them one by one. First off, I think new fans are starting to realize what the sport is. While it's considered the pinnacle of auto racing, the on-track product pales in comparison to both NASCAR and IndyCar.
I think Formula One is fantastic. I like the cars. I like the engineering. But the Formula One races are no good. I'm sorry. I'm not bad-mouthing. I'm saying, listen, here's what Formula One has to offer. The cars are cool. They're engineering. They're airplanes on wheels. They got great technology. They do got the party and atmosphere going on. They're doing something right. I get that, okay? But the races are junk.
It's just how unpredictable is this sport?
Completely unpredictable. Who's going to have an issue? Is that issue going to help you, hurt you? Like the list of unpredictabilities, it's one of those where I feel like there's a rule and then there's 50 exceptions.
If you're an American who happens to like Formula One over NASCAR and IndyCar, there's nothing wrong with that. However, you are clearly a part of the minority. It's funny how we're comparing the on-track products because NASCAR just had one of their greatest races ever, setting a new record for the most lead changes in a 400-mile intermediate race. Part of the reason for the ratings decline is Americans are realizing Formula One just isn't as entertaining. Despite lacking a superior on-track product, Gunther Steiner feels that F1's best days in America are ahead of them.
Gunther Steiner says IndyCar TV ratings are going down. NASCAR's plateaued. Looks like Formula One is going to take over and be the #1 motorsports in America. Right.
He said when looking at the ratings, NASCAR is still #1 at the moment, but IndyCar is falling behind. If we continue to do a good job, F1 can become the dominant motorsport discipline in the United States. To me, this sounds extremely overconfident. There's no question that their stock in the American motorsports market has certainly gone up. But with how entertaining both NASCAR and IndyCar can be, despite their lack of effective marketing at times, Americans are clearly going to watch those two more. However, what Formula One has over those two is star power. NASCAR driver Denny Hamlin recently talked about the lack of superstars in NASCAR, and in Formula One, it's the exact opposite. Right from the drivers to the celebrities at the track, there is a ton of star power. Drive to Survive has certainly helped the American public get to know these drivers more, and while NASCAR and IndyCar have similar shows, They were both on cable TV. Liberty Media has done a tremendous job marketing the sport in multiple areas, whether it's streaming, television, or on social media. And I think both NASCAR and IndyCar have taken notice. Now, specifically with NASCAR, they're getting ready to enter a new era with their broadcasting rights after 2024 and are looking towards the future.
NASCAR had a series of meetings with Apple TV Plus, with Amazon, with Google YouTube. What's going to happen moving forward is you're going to have most likely a first half of the year on Fox, a last half of the year on NBC, and in the middle, these midsummer races, they're going to try to get these to a streamer, and they want it to be exclusive.
While getting a great TV rights deal is important, streaming is without question the future. Amazon Prime has just over 150 million people. Getting on the streaming wave early could benefit the sport in ways it has not seen before. And once this deal goes into effect, it'll have a major impact on how the sport will market itself moving forward. And finally, that'll determine if this recent trend of growth for Formula One in the United States was either just a fad or for real. In conclusion, Formula One has certainly grown more in popularity in the United States, but is it truly taking over America like some are claiming? Absolutely not. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think Formula One is actually taking over America? Do you think that statement is overblown like I do? What do you think the future holds for them out here in the States? And what do you think both NASCAR and IndyCar can learn from them?
But as far as Formula One taking over America, I like Formula One. We'll go see a couple races. But taking over America? Simmer down.
And once again, that'll do it for another video. Don't forget to check out the Daily Downforce 78 driven by BJ McLeod for Live Fast Motorsports. Watch this beautiful scheme with me and my best friend's channel logos hit the track at Darlington Sunday, May 14th. The racing begins at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox, and this wouldn't be possible without you fans watching for many years. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.